affecting you. So you do a 7-day fast. Because 7 speaks about perfection. Perfection speaks about maturity. So 7 is perfection, 8 is new beginning. Alright? Then you have 21 days fasting. 21 days fasting is when you want to break strongholds in your life. What are strongholds, brothers and sisters? Strongholds are things that are oppressing us. We are conscious of them, but we lack the will to confront them and to overcome them. It speaks about breaking a habit. Do you know, brethren, one of the ways by which you want to create a habit is to do something for 21 days the same way at the same time and become a habit. What I mean, brethren, it means that you no longer have to plan for it. Your being start to seek after it. It's very important we understand that, brethren. One of the things that theologians would say to know, because for Jesus, they would say 40 days fast speaks about venturing into well, in Jesus' context, speaks about ministry. If you notice, before Jesus went into public ministry, he fasted for 40 days. So 40 days fasting speaks about preparation. Preparation to that which you believe the Lord may be calling you into, or that which you think that you need to venture in. So let us go again. Warfare fast, 3 days. You want to break a cycle in your life, 7 days. New beginning, 8 days. It means no, brethren. After you break the cycle after 7 days, why you need 8 days? Because you need to move into that which you want to be evident in your life. So it's a closing out of one chapter and an opening of another. 21 days is when you want to break strongholds in your life. All right? In essence, though, brethren, let me be a little practical with the 21 days. So you realize that TikTok become a stronghold in your life. And I'm going to give you a practical one. TikTok. The practical is a stronghold in your life. All right? It means, first of all, just before you fast, you delete TikTok from your phone. First step, you know. You have to delete TikTok from your phone. Because that will minimize the temptation. And secondly, the time that you normally would watch TikTok, you do the thing that you want to usher into your life. So you want to make TikTok time be Bible reading time. So it means that you're going to delete the TikTok from your phone, and then the period of time that you would normally watch TikTok or listen to TikTok, whatever, you use it now to do that which you want to be a reality in your life. And what you're going to find is that the first 7 days is going to be a struggle, a war. Because remember now, brethren, a stronghold is a yoke. A stronghold in demons. When Jesus is casting the demons out of the person, before the demons leave, them shock themselves. And they throw down the person. You know, some look at themselves because they vex. So the first 7 days going to be a struggle. You know, going to be also a struggle, brethren. See, maybe from day 8 to day 14, you're going to get a look at rhythm. See, your last 7 days. That biblical again. Why? Jesus teach a parable. He said, when demon is cast out of an individual, they leave to go find one another body. If they don't find a body, guess what they're going to do? They're going to come back and check to see if there's any vacancy. Do you know, Bridget, a lot of people identify strongholds in their life and pray about it but can't overcome it? You know why? They are focusing on the fruit of the stronghold and not the root of the stronghold. They're focusing on what? The fruit of the stronghold. The first crop of that tree is very small. Plant a mango tree. First crop is going to be small. But as the tree matures, you find that the crop larger. You have those four where lay eggs. The younger they be, the less eggs they lay. As they mature, come like them have a laying plant inside them. I believe, brethren, there are a lot of persons who would have identified the strongholds in their lives, but they don't know how to break it. So I trust Deacon, I would have done justice, because those points that those questions that you asked, they are salient. And there are a lot of persons, they engage in them, because we take a lot of stuff for granted. People get saved and say, you must fast, but we don't even explain to them. Because we just take it for granted that how them know. And these are forums, like the departments when they have fellowship nights, These are some of the things they need to reinforce. That the younger ones, what you say reinforce? So now create your teaching of it, You reinforce what is being taught in Bible study. Because if we also have a oneness in belief, unless you don't accept what is shared in Bible study, and you don't accept what's shared in Bible study, then you have a forum to ask question. If you don't ask a question, but you decide to do otherwise, then you have to hold your peace. That's one body. One body and one fellowship. But brethren, it's important to understand that. A lot of persons, yes, Sister Lotta.
Good night.
Yes, night.
I don't know you call this fast, Pastor, like on Sunday. It's like every Sunday. I don't know if you call it hungry fast. It's just find myself not eating and touch Sunday.
No, go again.
And Sunday.
They need to ask themselves the question, have I accomplished what I set out? And that's what the Lord was saying to the Israelites, that they were. The goal that is outlined to us is to afflict our souls, that will become pliable in the hands of God. That we start to think God's thoughts. We start to view things through the lenses of God. All right? So the whole narrative will change. And then secondly now, in looking through the lenses of God, we start to view our experiences that cause us to go into fast differently. All right? Before that, we don't want to do things our way. And most of the time, we want to respond in a malicious way because we are hurting, we are affected, and we want to get back. But the fasting is really to break ourselves to get closer to God, that we can be used by God. That should be the main purpose of fasting. Anything else that affects us, God will deal with that. It's just that God don't want you and I to get into his way. All right? Because at the end of the day, we have to always bear this in mind. Whatever we go through, and as we hand it over to God, we have to understand the philosophy of God. What is the philosophy of God? It's not his will for any to perish, but for all to come to repentance. And Jesus make it clear that God have no delight in the death of sinners, but for all to come to repentance. Mark you, it's a freedom of choice. So even though God may extend lifeline, then they must accept it. But if they don't accept it, then God is not to be blamed. But some of us, brethren, don't want God cut them off without remedy because of how we feel. And so the text is saying to us, brethren, that we have to seek to make ourselves pliable in the hands of God, that God can have